We all have that voice, the one that's quick to point out your flaws, your mistakes, your weaknesses. It's that voice that tells you you're not good enough, you'll never make it, or you don't deserve success. If you're anything like me, you've probably listened to that voice maybe very rarely, if not never at all. However, there are many who do struggle with that voice within. If you are one of them, here's a fact. You are not that voice. The inner critic often comes from a place of fear or insecurity, a learned pattern from childhood or past experiences. It's a voice formed by old wounds, criticisms from others, and maybe even your own past failures. It's there to protect you from failure, rejection, or embarrassment, but it does so in a way that holds you back rather than moves you forward. Now, think about it. When you make a mistake, how do you react? Do you criticize yourself? Do you beat yourself up, telling yourself that you're not smart enough or capable enough to succeed? If you were to talk to a friend the way you talk to yourself when you mess up, would you feel proud? Probably not. Yet, we often treat ourselves harsher than we treat anyone else. Imagine you have a friend who is going through a tough time. They're feeling insecure, they've made some mistakes, and they're beating themselves up about it. What would you say to them? You would probably offer them kindness, empathy, and encouragement. You'd remind them that everyone makes mistakes and that they are worthy of love and success despite their flaws. Why not offer yourself that same grace? There's a Zen saying, let go or be dragged. Holding on to self-criticism is like holding on to a heavy weight that drags you down. It keeps you from moving forward. It prevents you from seeing your strengths, your potential, and your worth. But when you choose to release it, when you let go of that inner critic, you create space for something much more powerful: self-compassion. Self-compassion isn't about being perfect. It's about being kind yourself when you're not perfect. It's about treating yourself with the same kindness you would offer a close friend. And in that kindness, you'll find the strength to learn, to grow, and to keep going even after you've made mistakes. One of the most freeing things I've learned is that we are always learning. There's no such a thing as arriving at perfection. You will make mistakes over and over again, but that's not a reflection of your worth. It's just part of the journey. So, instead of criticizing yourself, start treating those mistakes as opportunities to learn, grow, and become better. In the Zen tradition, there's a concept of beginner's mind. It means approaching everything with a sense of curiosity, as if you're seeing it for the first time. When you adopt a beginner's mind, there's no room for judgment or harsh criticism. You simply show up, do your best, and learn from the experience. No judgment, no pressure, just the freedom to be who you are. Another way to deal with the inner critic is to ask yourself, is this thought helpful? When that critical voice starts up, ask, is this thought pushing me forward or keeping me stuck? If the answer is the latter, simply let it go. Remember, your thoughts don't define you. You have the power to choose which ones to hold on to and which ones to release. One of the most transformative things I have done for myself is to become my own ally, my own friend. That inner critic, it's being silenced by the ally that is self-compassion, self-love, and understanding. Instead of focusing on what I did wrong, I now ask, what can I learn from this? Instead of berating myself for every imperfection, I now acknowledge my growth and my efforts. Every step I take, no matter how small, is progress. And that's something to celebrate, not criticize. It's also important you surround yourself with supportive people. I've intentionally kept people in my life who uplift me, encourage me, and remind me of my strengths. And I've learned to distance myself from toxic energy, from people who only bring me down. The more you surround yourself with positivity and encouragement, the less room there's for that inner critic to take root. Remember, letting go of your inner critic isn't a one-time event. It's a practice, a daily choice to be kind to yourself, a decision to stop listening to the voice that tells you that you're not enough. And with every day that you choose to be your own biggest supporter, you'll find yourself moving forward, not weighed down by self-doubt, but empowered by self-love. You are already enough. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be you. You just need to be better than yourself yesterday. Thank you. Until next time, peace.